So back in June of 2025, I stumbled on a TikTok with a very familiar art style. It was a clip from something called Disventure Camp, which is a fan series of Total Drama, a well-known Canadian animated series with a very iconic thick-lined art style. I hadn't seen the show in years, so this caught my interest. I found the first episode on YouTube, not thinking much of it, and I binged the entire show in 3.5 weeks. While Disventure Camp isn't the only Total Drama fan series, it's definitely the most well-known and influential. I noticed something weird about their YouTube channel, OddNationCartoons. Season 2 was the first listed on the channel, and it was clearly not as polished as Season 1. Why is that? Let's go back to 2021. Partners Jared Madrigal and Robert Castellanos, who were fans of Total Drama and reality competition shows, created a fan continuation series, Total Drama Adventure. It quickly got popular among fans with 2 whole seasons made. However, Fresh TV, the Total Drama production company, doesn't like independent YouTube fan series that are no real threat to them. OddNationCartoons had 2 copyright disputes and was at risk of getting deleted. To avoid this, the series was renamed Disventure Camp, the original series was removed from the channel, and Season 1 was remade to cut ties with Total Drama and become its own thing. I immediately fell in love with the show and have been keeping up with each new episode. It reawakened my love for Total Drama, and it inspired me to try out the art style. OddNationCartoons has more Disventure Camp coming, which I'm very excited for. If you're a Total Drama fan, I totally recommend checking out Disventure Camp or one of the many other fan series. Bless my sister for putting up with my yapping. Wherever I decide to place that part in the video will be what we work with. Hello. So last time we were on camera, we were on my desk. I decided to shake it up a bit and being on my bed for, none of your business. If you know me in real life, you know that I have been on a huge Disventure Camp fix lately. It's just been my whole personality for the past 6 months. And I am hyped for the new season, okay? I am excited. My sister will not hear the end of it. I made Disventure Camp my animation final, which you will either see now or you already saw, wherever I decide to put it in this video. I have a handful of video ideas in mind. But you know, like always, like I did with Maya and the Three, whenever I find a new media that I want to introduce to the channel, what do? We make a tier list. That is what we're doing today. So, yeah, we are ranking Disventure Camp characters today. If anyone's interested in the show, I recommend them checking out, so I'm gonna be as spoiler-free as possible, but I am gonna be putting my thoughts along the way. If my thoughts are jam-packed with spoilers, I will put a time code so that you can skip ahead. And don't let my opinion be gospel, even though I'm always right. But anyway, I'm just gonna go with my thoughts on them as a whole, regardless of the season, up to date with their with how they've been in the show. And I don't know if you can tell, but this whole video is unscripted, so my opinions are from the heart. Okay, so we are not doing normal tier lists. No. I thought we'd have a bit of fun with the rankings. So from top to bottom, we have I love you, I like you, you're chill, it isn't love, it isn't hate, it's just indifference, looking at you sideways, I don't like you, and bottom tier, eat rocks. Alright, let's start things off with Derek, one of the hosts. Apparently a bunch of people don't like Derek. I'm not entirely sure why. That's a lie. People don't like Derek. That is valid. Okay. In the Total Drama world, the hosts are usually objectively not good people, and I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like Chris McLean because he is an asshole. I don't know how much of a hot take this is, but I personally really like Chris McLean because he's so nuts. Like, I know. He's torturing people, he's They're teens. I get it. In real life, he's a jerk. But I can't help it. I can't help it. I really like Chris McLean. I love that the hosts of these like total drama-esque things are jerks. I love it. And yeah, Derek is definitely the more malicious one between Trevor and Derek, but I like him. So we're starting off strong. I like him. He's definitely not my favorite, but I like him. I like him. He's fun. He's chill. Speaking of which, his co-host / boyfriend, Trevor. Alright, yeah. Trevor is the nicer one, but that doesn't mean that Trevor is that good of a person either. They freaking broke environmental laws. Yeah. I don't really have much to say about Trevor. He's really nice. Well, compared to Derek, I mean. But even in season 1, he was the nicer of the two. He was still like checking on them, but he's still nuts. He's still not that good of a person. And okay. Him and Derek getting together in All Stars was definitely a roller coaster. Well, I'm not going to say that I didn't see it. Did I see it coming? I don't know if I did. But regardless, whether I saw it coming, they're partners in crime. I have to. I like him. I like him. Jensen, oh boy. I mean, even knowing that he's a huge criminal, he's a major dangerous criminal, I still don't really have that many thoughts about him. Just that I definitely don't like him that much, but I don't, I mean, his backstory is super dark and tragic. Like, if you saw that one episode of Staff Stories where his sister was freaking killed by dogs, like, that was like, oh my god. I think I'm gonna put him in Looking at You Sideways, cause bro is still out there and most likely needs to be arrested. We've never heard from him since season 1, and bro could be doing who knows what. I don't know. Okay, next up is Oliver. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have that many thoughts on this guy. He's just there, I guess. I mean, he is super nice to Crystal. He definitely helps her out a lot. He definitely keeps Crystal grounded. Is it kind of weird to say that I kind of ship them? It's not, right? It's not. I've seen some people ship them, and I kind of agree. I kind of agree with it. I see it. Short King. I like Oliver, but I don't really like him but I'm gonna put him in It Isn't Love, It Isn't Hate, It's Just Indifference. You know, just, he's a good guy, but he doesn't stand out to me. Now, Crystal. Oh boy, Crystal McLean. When I first found Disventure Camp, it was when beta was still canon. Yes, we did see the season 2 remake. I really wish that they didn't have to, I'm glad that we got the art style updated, but clearly, originally, Crystal was supposed to be Chris's daughter, which to me was a pretty decent, plot thread, and if you ask me, if Chris were to have a child, he's gonna raise them into one or two things, and neither of them are good. He's either going to, emotionally neglect that child, or they're gonna grow up to be like a mini version of him. And neither of those options are good. Now, like I said, Crystal, is in the realm of, is kind of she was an asshole when she hosted a little bit. She was not the nicest, but she still struggled with her mental health. I don't want to fault her for any of that, but I'm really glad that she left the show for her own mental health, and I just really like her growth. Her hooking up with Derek for a little bit during All Stars was a bit weird to me, but she's decent. She's decent. I'm gonna put her into your chill because like I don't hate her as much as I hate other characters, but I don't like her as much as I like other characters. But I don't not feel anything for her. Okay, moving on. Marcus. Marcus. Another character with a really sad backstory. Staff stories. I gotta rewatch his episode. His episode was so sad, guys. I'm gonna put him under indifference because like I like him, he's sweet. But just doesn't stick out. I'm sorry. Nina. Okay, honestly, her voice is kind of annoying. And I wasn't expecting this show to be like in the supernatural category in a sense regarding her, but I guess like, I guess screw it, supernatural stuff in Disventure Camp. Part of me wonders if the staff of Disventure Camp, like in their circle, Oliver, Crystal, if they know about Nina and Marcus, like what that story is. They have to, right? They have to know. I have to refresh my memory and rewatch that episode. But my gosh. But yeah, Nina is a freaking menace to society. Also, any editors out there watching this, or like any artists who work on animatics, you guys can do it better than I ever could. Clean it up from Has Been. I don't watch Has Been, but I've heard the song before. Edit it or do an animatic of a Disventure Camp version of Clean It Up to Nina. I think that would be great. I think I'm also gonna put her under indifference. I think I'm just gonna put her there just because, like, again, I don't feel anything that strongly for her. Man, we are really starting, pretty lukewarm. Okay, up next we have Emily. I'm gonna be honest, I did not like Emily in All Stars. I thought that her getting upset that she got fired and wanting revenge is kinda dumb. Because she got fired for pretty legit reasons. Like, you broke the rules. You broke the rules. You were relaying information to a camper, to a contestant. That was not allowed. You broke the rules, and you're mad that you got punished for it? No! That's not how that works, girl. With Trevor and Derek, I should mention that now. In season 4, one of my complaints about that season is the way that they, just sort of tossed Trevor and Derek aside as hosts. I get it, Emily, she had to work her way up from prison to intern back to her place in the show. I get it. That's what happened with Trevor and Derek. It's a rite of passage for the Disventure Camp hosts. I doubt Crystal went to prison, but hey. But like, if they want to make her the new host for season 5, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I kind of don't like how they just pushed Trevor and Derek aside, how they just announced that Emily was going to be the new host without any real introduction. It just happened. I kind of wanted more of that, or at the very least more behind the scenes stuff, so it didn't feel rushed. I'm looking forward to seeing how she's going to host the next season. She's indifferent. I'm indifferent towards Emily. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. Fight me. Okay, next we have Alec. I can't say I don't like him, but I also can't say that I like him either. He is really not a good person. He was a terrible husband and especially a terrible father. But at the same time, you know, I do like his dynamic with Fiore. In a weird way, I feel like they kind of need each other. Like they need each other to grow and improve as people, you know? Like, yeah, Alec is not a good person by any means. But I'm hoping that you know, like seeing with this little girl who's just as smart as you, who you clearly care for, hopefully this is a chance for you to do things differently. I think I'm also gonna put him into looking at you sideways, just cause I know that he is not a good person, but I want him to improve with Fiore. They need each other. It's a weird dynamic, yes, but they kinda need each other in a way. Alright, next, Ashley. What can I say? We love Ashley. My first S tier. She's not my favorite character, but she is a great character. Ashley, she always had a good head on her shoulders. She knew just what to say to those around her. She is great. We love Ashley. Dan. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. When I saw season 1, I was not the biggest fan of Dan. I don't know. I just didn't like him that much. But seeing him again in Tom Jake season 2, surprisingly, I mean he's chill. He seems nice. I don't know why I didn't like him the first time. I think I'll just put him under indifference. Man, a lot of indifference here. Dang. Okay, I'm sorry. Up next we have Drew. Honestly, everybody loves Drew. I really wish that he had more screen time, and I just love that he's the OG Tom Jake shipper. What can I say? I like him. He's a cutie patootie. I just realized how orange the I like you tier is so far. I mean, look at this. Okay, next, Ellie. Boy, do I have thoughts on Ellie. Starting with Ellie, this show has had a strange trend of taking usually female characters who I was alright with, and then they do something that makes me really not like them. And in season 1, that was Ellie. Yeah, girl, your situation with poverty isn't good. Obviously, that's a terrible situation to live through, especially your whole life. But, like, girl, you can't be using that as an excuse for... That's not a get-out-of-jail-free card for the stuff that you're doing. Like, the most egregious thing that she's said, and to me, was that after she, manipulated, Jake into thinking that Tom had cheated on him, which led to them breaking up, when Jake rightfully confronted her into and basically demanding an apology from her, and I know that he said he also wanted her to throw the challenge, but he was rightfully upset. She took advantage of his vulnerability, and it led to his relationship with Tom ending. And instead of owning up to her crap, she freaking said that maybe if he wasn't so annoying, he wouldn't have been cheating on in the first place. It's like, when she said that, I freaking immediately hated her. For a really long time, I did not like Ellie after that. And she wasn't any better in All Stars for a while, at least. Like, Ellie never apologized outright for anything. She never took accountability for anything that she's done. I mean, after Tom Jake, I'm kind of in the similar place that Jake is with her. Like, I have not gotten over the stuff that she's done. Oh yeah, and in All Stars, I can't forget that she literally told Tom and Aiden in the musical challenge that they should kiss at the end of the song, which they were both not comfortable with. In the confessional, she literally admitted that she only did that just so she could stir the pot. She wanted to cause drama. She wanted chaos. It's like, my God, Ellie, why did you do that? I feel like I'm just in the same place as Jake, where I feel like the hatchet is mostly buried. Okay, Ellie. I'll put her under, she's chill. I don't think she's ever outright apologized for anything, not even in a greeting. But, I hope I'm wrong. Fiore. I have never wanted to punt a child before. I can't be the only one who first started watching this and was also fooled by the ruse, at least for a while. I guess that was the intention, that even the viewer thinks like, oh, she's so innocent, an innocent little girl. But then right from like episode 1, boom. Facade. Yeah, I really didn't like Fiore. She is a good villain. I feel like people, in a way, kind of like infantilize her a little too much. Like, yeah, she's a literal child. But at the same time, I feel like y'all are forgetting the type of kid she is. She's essentially a mini adult. It's been established in the show multiple times that she is way smarter than your average kid. I feel like she and Alec kind of need each other in a weird way. Like, I want them to grow and improve together. Now, I don't know anything about Fiore's parents. I have tried to look into it, but there's practically nothing on the wiki. Yeah, it could be neglect on her parents' part, and it could be like a Horrid Henry situation where the kid is a little snot, but like the way that the parents have been treating the whole thing making it any better and have been most likely making it worse, which is probably why Fiore is at a convent last time we saw her. But yeah, I feel like that's how it is. And hey, even at the end of All Stars, it kind of had me holding out hope for Fiore, but like definitely based on her character introduction for season 5, we know that she's still the little mischievous little snot that we know her. And you know, I kind of want Alec to adopt Fiore in a way. I mean, assuming that her parents would unfortunately give up on her, I would want Alec to take Fiore under his wing. We're putting her under Looking at You Sideways right next to her daddy figure. Don't take that out of context, you sick freaks. Next up is Gabby. She is so fun. I think I'm just gonna put her under I love her. Just cause I can't really think of that many things wrong to say about her. Okay, well maybe just one thing. I kind of wish that they sort of clarified a bit on what that whole like Gollum-esque double like inner person that they were going for. I've seen people say that she has schizophrenia, but I'm not entirely sure that's the case. I mean, at the very least, it doesn't say anything like that on the wiki. Maybe I'll have to look into that, or if anyone else knows in the comments, let me know. She's not my favorite character, but she's a great character. We love her. Before we continue, I forgot to mention, right when I finished season 1 of Disventure Camp, I made a quick little video of my thoughts on the characters to that 10 Things I Hate About You trend. Those were my thoughts on season 1 characters. Like, my initial thoughts. Clearly, as you can see, comparing that to my tier list right now, that doesn't hold up always, but my thoughts on Fiore, Alec do hold up. With Ashley, it said like 6 seconds and I had to fake it. I meant to say that she wasn't on screened for as long as I would have liked her to. Like, I would have liked to have seen her for more episodes, is what I meant. And with Gabby's section, I just meant to say that, like, she clearly had a lot of issues that she needed to work out. Like, I kept switching back and forth on whether I liked Gabby or not, but I like Gabby. I like Gabby. Do we know why she's nuts? No, but I wouldn't want her any other way. Up next, Gret. Yep, in my past video, I stated that I didn't like Gret. And yeah, in season 1, she was terrible. But come All-Stars, I freaking loved her character growth and her journey. So I'm gonna place her under your chill, because I really like the direction that they went with her. And yeah, we love a good character arc. Speaking of character growth, Jake. There is a lot to unpack with him, but I freaking love him. He's really nice. Okay, I'm gonna put him under I like you. Finally, we have some color variety in that category. I can see why a lot of people don't like Jake, but there's a lot of really highly opinionated people and a lot of unempathetic people in this fandom. Like, the stuff that he did in All-Stars and even in season 1, like, guys, he was clearly going through a lot of problems, and yeah, that doesn't excuse his actions, but you kind of gotta see where he was coming from. Bro was dealing with a lot of insecurities, and hey, he's in a happier place now with Tom and with everyone else. There's still a lot to unpack. Maybe I'll get into him more in another video, but I will say this. His feud with Aiden in All-Stars, 100% on him. He was jealous over freaking Aiden. Of Aiden. He was jealous of Aiden. Let that sink in. And his feud with Allie, to me, they were both being ridiculous. Like, they were both dealing with insecurities and were taking it out on each other. That's kind of how I interpret it. Okay, moving on. Next up, Lil. I like Lil. There's not much to say, but like, I like her. I really liked her. She was really sweet, and I really wish that we saw more of her, honestly. Okay, next, Miriam. Freaking Queen Miriam. We love her. Oh my god. Actually, this show has not made me cry as of yet, but there have been moments where I have teared up, okay? One of those, the very first moments was like way back in season 1 when she tells her backstory to Jake. Oh my god, that part, that broke my heart. I was legit tearing up. And oh my god, we freaking love Miriam. Hold on. Again, she's not my favorite, but she's great. How can you hate? I have not seen anyone say that they hate Miriam, but if you hate Miriam, F off! Okay, next up we have Nick. What can I say about Nick? Not a lot. Okay, now here's someone I can say a lot about. Tom! I love Tom, okay? My opinion of him still stands in that video I made. I hate the fact that you made me love you. He is my literal #1 favorite character. Now, he is my all-time favorite character. Tom, I freaking love you, Tom. And those of you who hate that he's coming back in season 5, I don't care. I know that he's been in almost everything. He has his own spin-off with Jake. I know he's been in a lot. I don't care because he's my favorite character. I love him. Shut up. Anyway, next up, Will. I really wish we saw more of him and Ashley. When he was voted off in the first episode, my literal thoughts were, no, I was just starting to ship them. I'm glad we got to see more of him and Tom Jake. He's somewhere between I like you and you're chill. I think I'm just gonna put him under your chill just because I do like him, but I just don't have that many strong thoughts on him. Aiden, yo! Again, not my favorite, but I can't say anything bad about you. Have you looked up his voice actor's YouTube channel? That guy has the voice of an angel. Have you heard his songs? Freaking, after this video, go to his channel and listen to his songs, okay? You will get chills. You will get chills. I really hope that in season 5 they keep doing the musical challenges because they are so fun. And the songs are not bad. I don't know about you, but my personal favorites are Piggyback, I Don't Care, and On My Way. At the very least, those are the songs that I listen to most. Anyway, moving on. Allie, I don't know how you're gonna feel, but I don't have that many strong feelings about Allie. I'm sorry. She's fine, I guess, but I have to put her under indifferent. I'm sorry. She's nice, but I just don't really feel anything that strongly about her. Alright, up next we have Connor. I think he's chill. I like him. I really feel bad for how his whole thing with Rhea turned out. But hey, I'm glad that he moved on and he's living his best life. And also, the reveal that him and Anya were freaking high school sweethearts, I need to know their story. I need to know that freaking high school romance. I need to know this freaking rom-com. Okay? Hunter. Yeah, I like Hunter. Not a lot for me to say about him either. But I like him. He's chill. And also, am I the only one who doesn't really care that he and Allie broke up? I was just always indifferent about them. And I personally shipped Hunter more with Tess. It just felt like they had more of a stronger emotional connection, but that's just me. Anyway, James, dang, I don't know where to put James. I definitely don't hate him, but actually I think I'm gonna put James under chill. He's nice. Kai. Alright. Not much to say about him either, just that he's definitely an interesting dude. He's also chill. Literally. I would not be surprised if he smoked weed. Now, Carol. At first, I didn't really like Carol in beta. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put her under indifferent. She really does need to work on her people skills, but her connection with animals is not something that I can just look past. It is adorable. And my battery's dying. Okay then, hang on. Alright, where was I? Let me see. Lake. Yeah, she deserves top tier. Not my favorite, but I love her. I hope that she lasts longer in season 5 than she did in All Stars. She needs her time to shine. Maggie. I relate to Maggie, honestly, a little too much. She's such a sweetheart, honestly. I liked her even in beta. Yeah, but yeah, I also want to see more of her and Kai. They seem really sweet. So yeah, I like you, girl. Rhea. Yeah, I hate that woman. In the beta season, I thought she was fine, but she was the other girl character that did something egregious, and it just got worse in All Stars. I mean, honestly, my hatred for Rhea can fit a whole video on its own, and it will one day. You are going to see a side of me that you've never seen before, okay? Moving on. Okay, Rosa Maria. We love Rosa, okay? We love Rosa in this household. She is my favorite character of season 2. S tier. I love you, girl. Tess. In the remake, that scene in the cave with Hunter and Allie where she talked about her time at the orphanage, that made me tear up. That was another moment where I teared up. My gosh, that was really sad. But yeah, I really like Tess. And also she was freaking amazing in Tom Jake season 2. I'm glad that they brought her into that more. Yule. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. We're not going to be ranking the season 5 people even just based on the voices alone. Anyway, next up we have Alessio. He's okay. I mean, I want him and Natalia to be an official thing. I know that Odd Nations has stated that they're not an official couple and are just friends and have flirted, but like Natalia has said that she thinks that he's hot. I'm sorry, but like the way that they talk about each other, you cannot tell me that they're just friends, bro. But yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna have to put him under indifference just because I just don't really have much to say about him, honestly. Anyway, next up we have Amelie. I kind of wish that we saw her soften up a bit more in season 4. Well, we didn't see much of her. And honestly, her time in Tom Jake season 2, wasted. I mean, I'm glad that she was there for the time that she did have, but she was so underutilized. I would have liked it if she had a bit more screen time or maybe helped out Jake a bit. I think I'm gonna put her under she's chill, just because like I don't feel that passionately about her. All right, next up, Anastasia. Okay, I need to say this real quick before we continue. I do like season 4, but it is kind of like, I think it's like my least favorite season, not because the writing was bad, but because pretty much all of the characters have such moral ambiguity that after a while it was just hard for me to root for anyone, you know? Like, come the finale, I did have someone who I was rooting for. We'll get there when we get there. But like I wasn't passionate about wanting someone to win, you know? Like, I missed that passion of, oh my god, I hate you. Pummel into the ground. You know, I just missed that passion, and I just didn't have that passion for a while in season 4. But anyway, I mean, a lot of people have called her a villain. I don't think she's a villain. Like, has she done things? Sure, but so has everybody in the show. So has everybody in the season. And also her, anger was kind of justified in some sense. I think she's chill. Up next, Diego. Diego. He's really sweet. I don't think I have a lot to say about him. Well, we'll talk more about Diego in a bit. For now, I think I'm gonna put him under that he is chill. Okay, up next. Who's next? Benji. You know, for a while, I don't think I had that many feelings about Benji, but, you know, after he got with Tristan, I really like Benji now. I like him. So you, my friend, are going on the I like you tier. And honestly, a lot of his, like, immature jokes, I thought they were kind of funny. Hannah. Oh, man, Hannah. Yeah, she really went through it in season 4, didn't she? The poor thing, honestly. I'm gonna put her under I like you, and I honestly was relieved to hear that when it was revealed that she wasn't gonna be in season 5, at least for her mental health. I feel like if she were to decide to go back to the game, it's gonna be like a while. She has a lot that she needs to work through. Alright, next we have Isabel. I don't usually like to get religious on these things, but yes, I am a Christian, and yeah, it's nice that we're seeing a Christian character in media done respectfully. Because I can assure you, as a Christian, we are not all homophobic, racist jerks. Okay? Not all of us are like that, okay? And contrary to popular belief, being conservative does not automatically make you a he who shall not be named supporter, okay? I will say that because I have known some more conservative Christians who do not like he who shall not be named on this channel. And I have a bit of mixed feelings on Isabel. She has said that she's not a Bible thumper, which is great, you know? I love that. But at the same time, some of the things that she does, like, I feel like you kind of have to be a little bit of a Bible thumper to be a nun. Just a little bit. Or at least that's what my sister mentioned to me at one point. But maybe it's a good thing that Isabel isn't really a conventional nun. Yeah, it's great that she's not so strict, that she's pretty laid back, she's chill, but she's very clearly still a Christian. She is a very religious, faithful woman. And also some of the stuff that she's done, she also did like an egregious thing, like freaking making Anastasia and Marissa like in that tiebreaker, like girl, you did not need to do that. You could have just voted one of them off. Why did you make them compete? I think I'm just gonna put her under looking at you sideways. Her characterization does kinda feel a little bit off to me. You know, maybe it's the fact that she's an outright nun, you know? Like, I wouldn't be feeling this way if she, was just a Christian. Like, just a regular, schmegular Christian person or a religious person. But, like, you're a nun. Like, you have to be really dedicated to faith if you choose to be a nun. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people really like her. I just feel a little bit, I'm not entirely sure about her, okay? Moving on. Ivy. I like her. She's clearly a theater kid. Honestly, her relationship with Tristan and Zayd, their trio, calling themselves the Vibe Tribe, that is adorable. Maybe a little too nice at times. I kind of don't like people who are just too nice. But, you know, she's still a sweetheart. I don't know whether to put her in your chill or I like you. I think I'm just gonna put her under your chill. I don't hate her. Alright, next up, Jade. I'm gonna put her under your chill too. I know that she is a lot of people's favorites, but I do like Jade. She's just there. Okay, next up is a guy who has brought up a lot of controversy. Logan. Y'all are not gonna like me for this, but I like Logan, okay? He's not my favorite character, but I like him. I think I'm gonna put him under, like most of them, I think I'm gonna put him under him being chill. Just chill. Because, like, guys, I kinda understand why y'all are a bit upset, you know? People are saying that, like, he's a hypocrite, he's a flip-flopper, he... like his problems, his backstories weren't that important compared to others, that he's a whiner. Like, there are characters who have done way worse than Logan, or the exact thing as Logan. Cause, like, you know who else has been called a flip-flopper? Natalia. You know who else has been called a whiner? Jake. You know who else is a bit of a hypocrite? Practically everybody who's been on the show. And also, Logan's allowed to feel how he feels about only being bronze in the Olympics. Like, yeah, that is a great achievement, but he feels how he feels, you know, like, you being so close to achieving this thing, but it just always feels out of reach. He's allowed to have that perspective, even if to you, like, let him have that perspective. And honestly, I was glad that he won season 4. I'm glad that he won season 4, guys. I would have been fine if Jade had won too. I felt like they were both pretty good winners. They'd be pretty good winners. But the way that a lot of you hate on Logan on Twitter, it's as if he murdered somebody. Y'all really out here hating Logan when characters like Rhea and Yule exist. Hate on them! Some people are saying that, like, he, like, assaulted Spencer when he, I mean, I guess some people could, I guess I must have not been paying attention too much to this part. I don't remember Spencer mentioning having any trauma associated with a kiss, but I don't see it that way, because while he was frozen for a bit, he kissed back, you know? Unless I'm remembering it wrong, I'm pretty sure Spencer pulled him back in. Right? But, yeah, you can dislike Logan if you want, but to me, the amount of hate that he gets is so forced. Moving on. Linda. This is someone else that I have mixed feelings about. Yeah, on the one hand, I understand how she feels, where she's coming from. You know, she got married super young, and she wants to do more with her life outside of being a housewife. I get it, you know, achieve what you want, and there were moments where she was talking where I did feel bad for her, but, like, at the same time, there were some bits and moments throughout the show and how she played where I'm like, are you sure you're also not a bit of a controlling mom / Karen? I feel like some of them I feel like we just really brushed up the fact that she was kind of weird towards Richard, and the fact that he was gay and had a daughter. I feel like we got over her "how did your daughter adapt" comment way too fast, honestly. And also the way that she, like, I don't know how her family is. I mean, I don't know how her marriage is. I don't know how her sons are. She has said that she once overheard them calling her a bitch, which is really sad, okay? I'm not here to deny that. But there were moments where are you sure you're not a bit of a Karen or a bit of a control freak as a parent? I don't know, man. I mean, she might be really sweet, but unless I know a bit more about her, I'm sorry, but I gotta put her in Looking at You Sideways. Just because I don't know that much about her. Okay, next we have Marissa. Okay, her story with Anastasia is really sweet, but I don't really feel anything that strongly for her, so I think indifference is okay. Up next, Natalia. Okay, if you watch Bob's Burgers, Natalia, to me, is how Bob is towards Marshmallow. That is how I see it. I am freaking putting her in S tier. I love her. She was my favorite in season 4. I am not mad about the season 5 cast for the favorites, because look, they brought back freaking Tom, Rosa, and Natalia. They brought back my all-time favorite and my favorites of the other seasons. They brought back my personal favorite characters, so anyone who's complaining, shut up, let me have my moment. Anyway, Richard. Honestly, I do like him. I like him. I kind of wanted to see a bit more of him. Wait, actually, he did make it pretty far, didn't he? Didn't he make the merge? I think I'll put him under your chill. I mean, I do like him, but, like, yeah, I was right. A lot of the season 4 characters are very much in the middle, just because, like, again, there's a lot of moral ambiguity. Okay, next up we have Spencer. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put him under Looking at You Sideways. I just can't get over the fact of how he fumbled hard with Diego, okay? If you liked him too, man, just, you could have just said, like, I'm gonna stop you right there. I like you too, but I'm not ready to start anything right now. Let's just finish the game and maybe we can keep going from there. But, like, my guy was just so... A lot of people, hope that they're gonna get back together, but like, I don't know if they're gonna get back together. I mean, Odd Nation said that it's not happening, but hey, a lot of people didn't know if Tom and Jake were gonna be endgame, and look at them now. I don't know how much faith I can have in Spencer and Diego as a ship, because they're just textbook the one that got away. We're almost done, I promise. I know this has been a long time. Ted. Honestly, guys, I'm not the biggest fan of Ted. I'm sorry. I'm gonna place him under I don't like you. I know a lot of people like him, but I just, he's just kind of weird to me. Alright, next up, someone I do really like, who we're putting in I love you, Tristan. We freaking love Tristan here, okay? They are so sweet. I freaking love them so much, and they are such a ray of sunshine. They are a ball of sunshine, despite their dark exterior. We're talking about all the moments that I teared up in the show. The second time that this franchise made me tear up was during a greeting where someone had Tristan sing a rendition of The One That Got Away, dedicated to Benji, and oh my guys, it was so freaking sweet, and it made me tear up a little bit. Honestly, the fact that their and Benji's kiss, that someone wrote an article about it, that is nuts, guys. That is nuts. Okay, and finally we have, of this current roster, Zayd. I think I'm gonna put him under your chill. What can I say? Not necessarily a lot. He's nice, but just not a lot to say about him. I don't know. So yeah, this is my personal ranking of the Disventure Camp characters. Yeah, let me know how much you agree with me. Let me know how much you disagree with me. We can argue in the comments. Let me know who your favorite Disventure Camp character is. Mine is Tom. And who's your least favorite? And who's your favorite ship? Mine is Tom Jake. And you can see who my least favorites are. Burn alive, both of you. So, yeah. Not much to say right now. My next video will definitely be scripted. I don't know why I keep thinking it's a good idea to do non-scripted videos. Let me know what you think. I'm still experimenting with like how I'm doing videos. I'm definitely gonna try and improve as much as I can. Gonna be doing some speed paints, some movie reviews, some character analysis, things like that. I'm probably gonna try and do another FMV in the near future. But yeah, just vibing, seeing what I'll do. A video idea I have is that I'm gonna be like breaking down every contestant backstory. I don't know how long that's gonna take, because like we don't know that much about every single contestant. But that sounds like such a fun idea to me. Let me know if you would want to see that. My camera was being weird during a couple of parts. Like the camera would just stop, and my battery was almost died at a certain point. Yeah, so I'm gonna go, and it is way late, and I should definitely go eat dinner. So yeah, I'm really excited for season 5. Maybe afterwards, at a certain point, I'll give you my thoughts on the season 5 characters. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and until then, I'll be in the fandom zone. Bye!